is going on YouTube? This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with a LAIR or Darkness full set review and analysis for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So in this video, I'll be covering you guys the full card list, every single card that's going to be released in this structure deck, some of the notable reprints, and some of the new effects that you guys may have not heard about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be doing an in-depth analysis on the effects and how they're going to be able to function in today's modern game of Yu-Gi-Oh! The structure deck is being released April 20th, 2018. So if you guys have not yet pre-ordered yours, make sure you guys pre-order it from Dollies.ca. I'll leave a link in the description box below. We do free shipping, okay, on all sealed boxes. All the prices are in Canadian. If you guys convert those prices into USD, it's probably going to be the cheapest price on the market, plus free shipping on top of that. So make sure you guys get your structure deck today from Dollies.ca. I'll leave a link in the description box below. So without further ado, let's just start it with some of the cards that's going to be in this set. So in the structure deck, okay, start off, we get the Shadow token. So you guys know that LAIR Darkness, the field spell actually generates tokens. So if you guys buy 3 copies of the Shadow token, you'll have 3 Shadow tokens, you know, to play in your deck. So Shadow token right here, just a basic standard card that you'll be getting in the structure deck right here. So that's pretty awesome. Next off, we got Lilith, Lady of Lamont. Okay, so this card is a 2000 level 3 Fiend Dark type monster, and the effect reads that the original attack of this normal summon card becomes 1000. And it's a quick effect. You contribute 1 dark monster, reveal 3 normal traps from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks 1 for you to set to your field, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. You can only use this effect of Lilith, Lady of Lamont, once per turn. Already for its stats, if you guys can actually bring this card out directly from the deck off of special summoning, it will still maintain that 2000 attack stat, so that way that some of the viruses in today's metagame can be used on Lilith, Lady of Lamont, which is pretty awesome. It's a level 3 monster, so if you're playing a deck that can play Tour Guide, you can actually tutor out this card directly from the deck, and you'll have a 2000 body on the board. Okay, and her comboing off with the LAIR Darkness field spell, you can essentially tribute your opponent's monster to activate her effect to just reveal 3 normal trap cards from your deck. So you have the new Grim Engraving virus, I believe. You also got Eradicator, Epidemic virus, you know, deck devastating virus, you know, full force virus. So many of the virus cards you can actually, you know, get access to by activating Lilith, Lady of Lamont's effect. And a really good thing about her effect is that the trap cards don't have to be different names. The trap cards do not have to be different names, guys. So if you play 3 bottomless and you want to get access to bottomless right away, you can just pick 3 bottomless, and your opponent is gonna randomly pick 1 card, right? But if you choose 3 bottomless, you're 100% guaranteed to get bottomless to your hand. This card can actually be used in Paleozoic as well, if you guys want to incorporate her into Paleozoic. But essentially, you could just, you know, normal summon her, activate her effect, tribute a dark monster, and then you know, reveal 3 Dynamiscus, you know, well, pick 3 Dynamiscus, and then your opponent will be forced to give you 1 Dynamiscus directly from the deck to her hand, which is really, really awesome. So her itself, she's instantly gets you access to any of your normal trap cards directly from the deck, whether or not it will be Bomber's Trap Hole, or if you're playing Triple Trento Tribute. This card can actually become very devastating. She's actually just very versatile overall as a monster that can get you access to any normal trap card directly from the deck to her hand. So I'm actually liking her, and Tour Guide can actually bring her out. And once Tour Guide brings her out, she becomes a 2000 attack monster, and, you know, essentially a 2000 body on the board, which is actually pretty huge. I have so many deck profiles for this, and I'll be doing a duel video as well. So if you guys are interested in that, smash the thumbs up button. Next card, Darkest Diablos, Lord of the Lair. So this card is a 3000 attack, 2000 defense. You know, boss monster is the Diablo, is the evolved version of Diablos, which is pretty cool. 3200 defense, and if you guys know what stats right here, Melody of the Awakening Dragons can actually get you access to Darkest Diablos directly from the deck to your hand, which is absolutely amazing, because Melody of the Awakening Dragons adds a 3000 and I believe 2500 or less attack dragon monster directly from the deck to your hand. Yeah, I believe that's the effect. But you can get access to Darkest Diablos directly from the deck using Melody, which is really awesome. It's a level 8 dragon effect monster, and it has a pretty badass effect in my personal opinion. So your opponent cannot tribute this card. Also, they cannot target it with card effects. So your opponent cannot kaiju this, okay? They can't kaiju, they can't lava golem it. Pretty cool. You can only use the following effect of Darkest Diablos of LAIR once per turn. If a dark monster you control is tributed, you can special summon this card from your graveyard or from your hand. So if you use Lilith's effect to tribute a dark monster, boom, activate Darkest Diablos, free 3000 body on the board. And the secondary effect is pretty awesome as well. You can tribute 1 dark monster. Your opponent places 1 card from their hand on either top of their deck or from the bottom of their, or not from the bottom, or to the bottom of the deck. Well, obviously, if you're a smart player and you actually get hit by this effect, you're obviously going to place the card to the bottom of their deck because you're probably putting your worst card, you know, in your hand to the bottom of their deck, of course. But if you're not a super smart player, if you can activate this card and they place that card to the top of their deck, they're essentially just stalled for the entire turn, if you guys understand what I mean, because you're literally behind a turn if you put that card to the top of your deck. So you obviously do not want to do that. And it triggers off when you tribute monsters for viruses as well, so you can actually bring this card out on the board, which is amazing. So card's really good, and your opponent cannot tribute this card. So if you're playing against a mirror match and you have this card on the board, your opponent can't touch Darkest Diablos, which is pretty cool. Next card, we got Arima, the Wicked Warden. Okay, right here, Arima right here, the Wicked Warden. Pretty cool right here. 1700 level 4 monster, and this card has an amazing effect as well. So you can discard this card, add one Lair of Darkness from your deck to your hand. Okay, so this card is your Lair of Darkness Searcher, essentially a terraforming for the Lair of Darkness. And look at that, look at the third eye, man. Illuminati. Illuminati confirmed. Anyways. Yeah. So this card gives you direct access to the Lair of Darkness, which is the heart and soul of the deck. You can tribute one dark monster. If you have Lair of Darkness on the board, you can tribute monster on your opponent's side of the field, because all monsters become dark. Draw one card. But if you tribute a dark monster other than this card, you can add one dark monster with 2000 or more defense from your deck to your hand instead. So this card can search basically your Darkest Diablos directly from the deck to your hand, or any other dark monster with 2000 or more defense directly from your deck to your hand, which is pretty awesome. So not only is this card Lair of Darkness Searcher, aka your terraforming, but it also gets you access to any of your dark monsters with 2000 or more defense as well. Depending on the situation you're in, you can either use this effect to draw a card, or you can use this effect to search any of your missing dark monsters that you need for your combo pieces. So I like this card already. Arima, the Wicked Warden right here. Badass card right here. Next up, we got Duke Shade Sinister Shadow Lord right here. So you can tribute any number of dark monsters, special summon this card from your hand. If you do, it gains 500 attack for each of the tributed monster. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can try 105 or higher dark monster graveyard, add it to your hand. So this card overall is just a really good toolbox to play in the deck, because it gets you access to you know, any of your graveyard dark monsters. Next card, we got Lair of Darkness. This card is like one of the most important cards in the deck right here, the heart and soul of the deck. All face of monsters on the field become dark, so the dark effect is just really important, because you can utilize your opponent's dark monsters for tributes, which is really cool. Once per turn, if you would tribute a monster to activate a card effect, whether you're activating a virus, or you're activating Lilith's effect, or you're activating Arima's effect, you can basically tribute one dark monster your opponent control as if you controlled it. So you essentially are getting rid of one of your opponent's cards for free to use it for your own benefit. So the card is absolutely amazing. Once per turn during the end phase, special summon as many shadow tokens as possible to the turn player's field in defense position, up to the number of monsters that would tribute this turn while this card was facing the field. You use Duke Shade and you tribute 3 monsters to actually special summon this card. You know, you just basically special summon 3 shadow tokens to your side of the field as the end phase. So that way that for the following turn, you can actually make link plays or things like that, which is pretty awesome. So not only does this card generate tokens, but it makes sure that all monsters on the field become dark, and it just ensures that you can use your opponent's dark monsters for your own benefits and for your own effects. So if you have viruses and your opponent has a monster that fits the virus's requirement, you know what I mean, you can actually use the virus to tribute your opponent's monster, and then you'll be affected by the virus, which is pretty cool. So this card right here is actually like one of my favorite cards in the deck, obviously, and it looks pretty badass. And Arima can get you access to this card, and at the same time, Terraform is at 3. You can also use Terraform and get access to this card as well. Next card, we got Diablos, King of the Abyss. These cards are just old school cards that are be coming in, really old school. You know, Diablos has evolved to Darkest Diablos, so Darkest Diablos definitely looks more superior and badass than Diablos, obviously. Next card, we got Lord King of the Underworld, Lord King of the Underworld. I actually never seen this card before. You know what I mean? Next card, we got Prometheus, King of the Shadows. Okay, I'm right here, Prometheus. All these dark fiend themes. Archfiend Emperor, the first Lord of Horror, right here. You know, the Archfiend monster. You can also get access to this card directly from the graveyard to your hand. You know, using Dukes, or also using Arima's effect to add this card directly from the deck to your hand, which is pretty cool as well. And you can normal summon this card without triggering, but its original attack and defense becomes half. So back in the day when you would play this card, you know, you can just play with skill drain, normal summon this card, skill drain becomes 3000. Pretty badass. And then you got Caius. Oh, okay. So Caius, really good reprint right here. We actually never seen this card reprinted in quite some time. So it's actually really cool to see Caius and Mega Monarch being reprinted in this, which is really cool. So shout out to Konami. I love Monarch, so it's really good to see Caius in here. Oh, legendary Maju Garzette right here. So cannot be normal summon, must be special summon from your hand by tributing all monsters control. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card can attacks becomes a combined original attack of the tributed monster. If the card attacks the defense position, does appears in damage. Pretty cool. Vanity Scene, a really good common reprint in this. It's been reprinted in OTS before. but now it's actually really good to see Vanity's Fiend in the structure deck, so people can get easier access to this, because not a lot of people go to tournaments to get OTS and things like that, and also it's just a really old school card to actually help stun your opponent from special summoning. So Vanity's Fiend is actually pretty good in my personal opinion to be reprinted in this set. Miss Archfiend right here. Okay, next card we got Inferno Dragon. Some reason I think Jack Atlas used this card, but anyways, these are just the cards that we probably don't care about. Archfiend Cavalry. We got a Stygian Street Patrol, another good reprint. You can banish this card from the graveyard, especially with a 2,000 or less attack fiend monster from your hand. So this card is really abusive and very powerful in what's it called, the Infirmity format. And you can also use Stygian Street Patrol to activate its effect to banish yourself from the graveyard, especially summon Lilith from your hand, and then Lilith will become 2,000 attack, because Lilith will only have its attack only when it's normal summon. So Stygian Street Patrol is actually really good for that. Phantom Chaos, really good. Anything that banished from the graveyard, it essentially becomes that effect for the entire turn. So if you banish Lilith from the graveyard, you essentially get Phantom Chaos essentially gets Lilith's effect, which is pretty cool in my personal opinion. Next up, we got Plague Wolf. There's Plague Spreader and there's Plague Wolf. Fetus Rush Rhino. Okay. Fetus Rhino Warrior. Okay, right here, really good card to actually be reprinted in this. Essentially a Foolish Bearer for any feed monster, which is nice. Next off, not Fiend Monster, right? Fiend Monster, yeah, you said Fiend type monster, I'm tripping out. Anyways, next we got Curry Bandit right here. Really good, another reprint. And the Lair Darkness actually works. Oh, Tour Guide, okay, there you go. And then we got Tour Guide right here from the Underworld, another good reprint. We haven't seen a common Tour Guide in quite a long time, because the only common print of Tour Guide is in the Battle Pack, right? I believe a very long time ago. But anyways, Tour Guide can just bring out Lilith directly from the deck, which is pretty awesome, in my personal opinion. And next we got Absolute King Blackjack. This card actually never got reprinted before, but actually really good to see this card into action. Any deck that utilizes normal traps, Absolute King Blackjack is actually really good in those specific decks. And if you guys know, this card was really good back in the day with a Paleozoic, which is pretty cool, because you just banish yourself, reveal the top 3 card of your deck, and then just set a trap card, which is awesome. Next, Relink Karibo. We also got Reoccurring Nightmare. Wow. Okay, so nice. I actually only seen this card as secret rare, but I actually never knew this card was printed in OP. That's OPS, OTS, right? Yeah, OTS pack. Yeah, I never knew this card was printed in an OTS pack, but it's pretty cool. Allure Darkness, really another good generic staple reprint. We also got Card Destruction. Whoa, Card Destruction. Why does this card need to get printed in here? Because Konami having a sign on this card may come back. This card should never come back. Okay, any card like this, the generator should never come back. Foolish Bearer Goods, another really good reprint right here. Really good guys. A lot of decks in the future will be, utilizing Foolish Bearer Goods. So this card being in there is actually another plus for players that are looking to purchase 3 structure decks, which is awesome. Boogie Trap, Fires of Doomsday, right here. Prohibition. Meh, oh, it's okay. Grim Virus is the new card that we're going to talk about right here. So tribute 1 dark monster with 3,000 or less attack. Your opponent destroys 1 card in their hand and or deck for every 500 attack tribute monster on the field. Also, if you tribute a monster with 2,000 or more attack, check all cards that your opponent draws until the end of their 3rd turn after this card's activation and destroy all monsters amongst them. Cards destroyed and sent to the graveyard by this effect cannot activate their effects during the turn they were destroyed. So, you know what, guys? Back in the day, when people utilized Crush card, it was pretty It was pretty bad in Cosmo format, because they can just pop their Cosmo ships from their deck, and then the Cosmo ships will gain their effect. But this card, whatever monster that they popped, or they would gain graveyard effects or destruction effect, they cannot use their effects at all. So Grim Riders can actually be very devastating in decks that utilize graveyard effects. This card can actually becomes very powerful. 2,000 or more attack, you basically get to check your opponent's entire hand. But if, let's say, you tribute summon a monster found in attack, your opponent will basically only destroy 1. So you obviously want to utilize this card to its full potential by tributing a 2,000 or more attack monster, so you just get full value off of Grim Virus. Okay, so this card is a really good card, very powerful, and Lilith can get access to this card directly from the deck, which is pretty awesome. So I believe this is like one of the best viruses. Pretty devastating. Next card, Crush Card Virus right here. We also got Deck Devastating Virus, Eradicator Epidemic Virus. What else? Full Force Virus. All these good reprints right here. Dark Light. Shoot Dark Monster with 3 or more attack. Destroy all monsters that were special summoned this turn. Trap of Darkness. Never seen this card in my entire life. Alright, guys. There you go. Mind Crush. Oh, another good common reprint. Okay, Mind Crush is pretty good. Yugi Mind Crush. Really awesome. Since, in today's metagame, there's a lot of decks that utilize searching mechanic. So Mind Crush becomes really, really good. Rise to Full Heights. Curse of Darkness, there's Lair of Darkness, and there's Curse of Darkness, and last but not least, Sinister Yorishiro. So that's pretty much over this set review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. It'll be absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys get your structure deck today in the description box below. And guys, I have deck profiles coming up. I at least have 3 deck profiles with this deck, okay? And also a duel video coming up, and I also got pack opening. So next week, guys, 5 videos. It's gonna be flippin' epic, and I cannot wait to showcase you guys this deck in action. So if you guys want to see that, smash that thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing. And in my personal opinion, should you get this deck? Well, hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like any deck that comes out, you guys should just get 3 of, because you guys need to expand your Yu-Gi-Oh mind. You know what I mean? Like always learn new things, always learn new decks, so that way that you can become better at the game overall. So if you guys want to invest in this deck, there's good reprints in here. Foolish Burial Goods, Tour Guide, Mind Crush, Card Destruction. Maybe he's gonna be getting banned. I'm just kidding. But anyway, guys, get this deck for what it's worth. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is Sam from Team Sam. Sam signing out. All right, guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this, and they taking shots. I'm a keen with it, like no, this league business.